Hello everyone! For this video, there is an unexpected arrival. Quad drive. Okay, I got the quad drive discs. What? Okay, obviously a huge thank you to Royal Kaiju Blader. He helped with modeling and scaling and used the app as a reference. Not actually from the app, he used it as a reference when modeling to make very accurate HASBRO quad drive discs that I will be showcasing in this video. Now these I would say are pretty accurate to their shape and everything. We tried to do the best that we could. And a huge shout out to Royal Kaiju Blader. If you're not already subscribed to him, I don't know what you're doing. Let's fix that. Subscribe to their channel. Come on, go do it. Give him 5 more seconds. Come on, subscribe to Kaiju. Come on, go do it. Go do it. So, obviously, for a project like this that's pretty big, we have to do one thing before we actually print it in metal, and that is print it in plastic to make sure everything is right and scaled. Now, it's not 100% because drivers have a little bit of a rough time getting on, but I could still do it. But yeah, that's the wackiness with this. So it is a lot of fun. We have the 3 discs, which I forgot how to pronounce all the names. Actually, no, that's a lie. Okay, there's, what is it, Diagron-Q? I don't even know how you say that. There's like the ones like Aquilion, whatever. Whatever, they make up the names, alright. So we got this, hold on. We got this to about 32.48 grams. We got Ciquex to about 29.88. And we got Diagron to about 29.3. I do find it funny that these are the weights. Mostly because I'm a little bit worried now actually for the actual ones, because obviously I'm assuming that maybe the specific metal used, whatever, and the actual ones will probably not be as heavy as those, but yeah, it gives us a good reference point, I suppose. So, to go over part by part, we have our first disc, which is Diagron. Now this, again, pretty close, I would say. In fact, I think all of them should be pretty accurate. No implications there. I'm not implying anything. I'm just saying that the models are pretty accurate because Kaiju did actually a very good job with it. So this was supposed to be on Baldurov. Now the thing you're gonna notice with Hasbro's Dynamite discs is actually something pretty crazy, and it's that they do not have as big of a gap as TT. Now, of course, this could just be modeling, but if I consider every single one not being as, you know, deep. Actually, this is better side by side. Like, you can tell there's like a little bit more on the design of the thing. And this would make sense, because if you look in the app, it's also very similar. Now, of course, IRL, they could probably have a little bit more of a gap, but if you look at each of them, they kind of don't have the same spacing on them. So that makes them kind of, I would say, a little bit smaller than the average Dynamite discs, which we already got that impression from going over with the app update and taking a deeper look at the actual models. Now, am I really surprised by this, that it's a little bit smaller or whatever? No, because it makes sense. Now, as far as appearance goes, I do actually kind of find this really wacky, but it's got a funny enough shape, very spiky, whatever, but also very hollow for the actual design that they have for it. Like, it is. You can tell in the app it was pretty hollow, and I gotta say again, it is pretty close, I would say. It is pretty close. Quilon, whatever. And this one was a little bit funky. It looks like so weird. And these look really weird on DV bays. Like, let me, after I go through all of them, I'll show what they look like. But again, so as far as the design goes, I think a lot of them probably have a good design. But what I'm very worried about with quad drive is the idea that what's going to be the issues, that they're going to be too small and they're going to be too hollowed out and they're going to have probably whatever weights. I just hope they're like, you can finally complete that iFritz thing that we printed from before. Which one is it? So, this really does have a weird shape. Look at that. Oh, and the wings. Yeah, this really does remind me of Boost quite a bit. How about that? No, again, pretty good modeling. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, they're pretty close to the original. Because we have to base it off of the thing. So there's obviously unforeseen stuff, like actually fitting on whatever. But if I were to put this on a normal dynamite bay, you can see that it is pretty... Like, you can kind of see that it does look pretty goofy. I think some will probably be... I mean, some will probably vary compared to others, but... Let me get the Diagron. I mean, these look pretty goofy, I won't lie. Okay, so I got the Aquilon. Dude, I'm gonna be like, the comments are gonna make fun of me, but yeah, you can definitely see that there is a difference in the height there. Actually, this one was the easiest to get on. Some of them are a little bit harder than others, but yeah, just a comparison for high mode, and if I got this in low mode. Yeah, I just wanted to show that in specific. I already got Diagron on the Perseus, which does look pretty cool. Okay, so now that I got all those discs on, since the easiest one was actually this one, I am curious. I want to see how they look like on a Hasbro. Okay, they will look pretty funny, I guess. Pretty funny. Yeah, I just wanted to show that one in specific because I know people are going to be asking, oh, how do they look like on a Hasbro one, right? I have Cyclone Ragnarok with Aquila. We have it like this. We have Savior Perseus with Diagron Venture. And then after I got this with Ciquex Rise. So this will be very fun to try out and to see how they actually are. Let me just make sure if I'm showing all the side views right. Yeah, I feel like some of these discs will definitely be better than others. Also, yeah, you can definitely tell this one's kind of weird because it kind of goes like that weird curve thing. Alright, now I've got the stadium set up, so obviously we'll do a test launch with each of them, see how they go. Yeah, I mean, they all should be pretty much fine, I would say. I think my favorite out of the three is actually probably Diagron, the more that I look at it. Like, Ciquex is alright, but I don't even know if I'm saying that word right, because I don't know that word. They make up words, I swear to God, man. What is a Diagron? What is a Diagron? Like, literally, what is it? Alright, let's do Bahamut. 3, 2, on the rip. Alright, so now they all have to battle each other, which is going to be a lot of fun. Alright, let's see, and then whatever's the best bay wins, I guess. So, you know, these discs definitely have a lot of potential, and I do hope they live up to it. I think that's really just the most you can say is just, well, I hope they don't screw it up. That's really just what I hope for. Because they have potential. They do. Alright. Now I have to do Savior versus Cyclone. Yeah, the more that I think about it, I feel like Diagron is definitely going to be used for attack combinations because it's just very spiky and everything. So it doesn't really make any sense. Honestly, I don't even know. I feel like all of them could probably be, maybe have that use, but I guess it depends. And this one just died really bad, so, alright. I mean, obviously these uses will vary, but it is what it is. I don't even know how Savior died in this, but I guess it did. I literally just heard like a big hit and I looked and I was like, oh. Yeah, you also gotta factor in that Quad Drive is not gonna have the exact same as Takara. Like, get on. Alright, let's take a look at each of them. This looks weird. Look at that. Yeah, look at it. It's so weird, dude. Yeah, some of these are probably not that perfect for how I'm trying to get this on, but yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that probably the discs are not 100% for how they are, but again, it's the closest that we could possibly get, so I'll take it. Yeah, this one just dies pretty fast. I mean, yeah, these all should look right. I know there's probably some weird gap on the disc, whatever, when I'm trying to lock this on, but you know, it's the best that we could do. I also just think it's probably the weird. I can't tell the disc is just not 100%. No, it should be locked in right, because otherwise they'd be way too unstable. I don't know. Yeah, but this is gonna be fun. If in the future, whenever we see more updates and there's gonna be some future release, maybe we could pull it off again for any exclusive discs and just take a closer look at it. Or if not, this is just like a one-time thing, most likely, but either way, this was a lot of fun to do, and it kind of gives us an idea of these discs, I think is pretty fair to say. But yeah, again, huge shout out to Kaiju for all the help, and this was a very fun video to do, and don't worry, the title is gonna have 3D prints in there and everything. And yeah, thanks for watching, have a wonderful day.